All right,
Let's do
Kim,
it.
welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for coming here. I know
Of course.
it was quite of a drive, but I appreciate you coming here, and it's much appreciated between me and Mason that you made it here. But how you been, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been really busy, but how you been?
Good, man. Good. Just working a lot. Lola's Kitchen and different projects too on that I'm trying to work on, like Lola's
Mm-hmm.
Fest. Trying to focus on my trying to get better in
Mm-hmm.
like my health too. So
Yeah.
I've been disorganized lately in terms of that. I'm just like straight up just like grinding.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I have to go back and like focus on like my health too and just like balance. So
yeah,
in terms of that, it's just a journey, man. Just everything is good.
yeah.
Everything is good.
Yeah, because I remember the last time I saw you, you were in your temporary location. It was still in Somerset, but now you actually have your own, your where you're stationed now. That's also in the heart of Somerset, right?
Yes.
That was when did you
No,
go
the other
there?
one was in Bronson.
Oh, Bronson. Yes. That
That's
was in Bronson, and
that's
then
where
you switched
that's where you helped me out with the the TVs
the
and
TV
everything.
set.
Yeah,
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 and
yeah.
then now you're in the heart of Somerset.
Now in Somerset now. Yeah.
Why Somerset?
You know what? It fell on my lap. That thing fell on my lap because first we were at the commercial kitchen. That's how we first met, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the city center. We
Yeah.
were there just doing takeouts.
Yeah.
Lola's Kitchen takeouts only.
Mm-hmm.
That's after from like cooking from home, and then the
Yeah.
commercial kitchen that was at the city center, and then the place that commercial kitchen went for like bankruptcy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. So at that time, it was so stressful for me. Oh, I mean, yeah, know what I mean. I mean, every day is stressful anyway. Owning a business,
Yeah.
right?
I
But
feel
at
you.
that time, imagine you're like renting a spot in your business, like your business right here. Imagine that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you have your things are like rolling and like going and going and going. You have clients and this
Mm-hmm.
and that, and all of a sudden your landlord says that you gotta go,
It
and
gets disrupted.
it get disrupted, right? So
Wow.
at that time, yeah, man, it was stressful, and then I didn't give up and just
Yeah.
kept going. Same thing, just keep going.
Uh-huh.
So I went to the Bronson location. I think that's what you were talking about.
Yes, Bronson, correct.
Yeah, but I only stayed there for like 2 months.
Yeah, because you were trying to work out on a lease agreement, right? And then you're trying to see if whether it was gonna work out. And because I remember when I visited you, you weren't sure whether that's where you wanna be stationed permanently
Yeah.
or if you wanted to find another spot. But yeah, man, like the city center is a memorable place for me because that's where you and I actually initially met.
Yes,
That's where we met. And just a little backstory was because I had built a computer and my buddy, my buddy helped me out. And then as a token of gratitude, I asked him, hey, what do you guys want? Like, I'll buy you guys lunch, whatever, And he said, yo, you want Lola's Kitchen, And this is the time where like,
is that how it started?
I swear
You
to
didn't
God,
tell me
bro.
the story.
Yeah. So
Oh, fuck.
basically, it was two Filipino, my friends.
Is that actually how we met?
Yes.
I see how you knew about me at least.
That's how I knew about you. Yes,
I
because I
didn't
didn't know
know
about
this
you.
story.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
know about you. So
Okay.
essentially, like two of my Filipino buddies helped me build my computer, and then I asked them, "Hey, what do you guys want? I'll buy you guys food." And then they said, "Yo, we want Lola's Kitchen." I was like, "Oh, Lola's Kitchen? Okay, no problem. Whatever you want, it's on me."
Yo, shout out to those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're here. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's crazy. It's crazy how life just goes into
Oh, shout out to
full
those
circle, full circle. And then, so yeah, we went to your spot, and then yeah, you were right. It was only takeout. So it was only takeout, but and then one thing I really liked about you was your energy, right? So right when you meet the owner of a business, they're kind of like you're intimidated, because like, oh shit, that's the real deal, you don't want to interact with them, but like you were just super friendly with everybody, like you were just saying hi. You were busy in the kitchen, but you still came out and like talk to everybody, and then that's how I got the courage to just like introduce myself, and we started talking, and then you started asking me questions. You really showed interest with people, and like that was a really cool thing because not only did you care about your business, but you actually truly cared about the people that was coming to your business, and then like even though this was the first time we've ever met each other,
Yeah.
you were actually curious about me. You started asking about what I do and whatnot, and then that's when we kind of exchanged information, and then that's how you and I got to know each other because of that. Yeah. So like that place is, and one thing too was that one thing I really admired about you with that place was that although it was just like a kitchen, but you were really pushing your business so hard that you even had little patios outside. I've seen those, even if it was just like one table or two tables.
It was actually two tables, and so the patio was like, it was on a ramp. It was on a ramp, right? And it was like a parking lot, not even really a parking lot. It was a ramp, and it was hidden.
Yeah.
And you can't even see this. There's no signs or anything, right? But all I had was like a tent.
Yeah.
And two tables. So 4 people can sit pretty much. Like 2 chairs, 4 chairs and then 2 tables kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that's how you know what? At the end of the day, like, it's just a journey and just have fun.
And that's why I really admire that about you. It's because a lot of people are hesitant to start because it's not perfect.
Well,
right?
Fuck, man, there's no, can I swear?
Bro, you can say whatever you want, bro. You can do whatever you want. I know you would, yeah. And so that was one thing that I admire about you, because then when you wanted to do something, you just went and did it, right? A lot of people would have been like, no, this is not perfect, I don't want to do it, but you were doing it for the people and for the love of the business. And that's why I was like, wow, I really admire that. And yeah, man, that was a really dope place. And I'm happy that you are now transitioning to a much bigger space too. I haven't gotten a chance to actually go visit it. I do always pass by it every time I go to the gym at the city center, and so I always see your place packed, bro. I always see it packed, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, I want to go in, but I think, do you only do reservation right now, or are you doing walk-in?
I do walk-ins, but it's like highly recommended that's like you reserve, because it's such a small place, small spot, and not a lot of seats, right? Yeah. So it's easily to get packed. So we highly suggest that you if you want to come, especially on the weekend, like really, book a reservation pretty much. Yeah, man. Yeah. But that's it, man. I think just like being real and just like enjoying, and a lot of people, like you said, they want it to be like a perfect plan, but they don't understand that like there's no such thing as perfect. Yeah. You know what I mean? And being imperfect, realizing imperfection is what makes you perfect. Exactly. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
And a lot of people want to plan this or plan that, which is, I suppose it's fine, but the number one thing is you just have to execute also, and just start.
You gotta start. Just start, man. That's the thing, because a lot of people are afraid to start because they want to be at level 100 right away, right? But before you get to a level 100, you got to get to level 1, and you got to climb the ladder, right? You can't just have it right away.
Which is, I think it's one of the most fun things is like the level 1s, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because there's no it's just almost like there's no expectations. You just, I think like people that like plan, which is fine, you have to plan also, but like the people like just plan, and they couldn't pull the trigger. Yeah. I think it's not really like, oh, I know it has to be perfect, or the plan, I'm not ready for my plan and stuff like that. I think it's more like of their own like insecurities, and they're trying to also like please other people rather than just like, dude, if really there's no one, if really you don't have to please anyone, you just have to start. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like a lot of people already already want that external validation right away, like everybody wants to get that praise before they even do anything. And I don't think that's I don't think that's the right way to go about things, like you got to do it because you want to do it, right? And usually for those people, because in business, bro, if you're going to be successful, like the weak gets weeded out at the top, and so not everybody can be successful. That's a hard truth. Not everybody can be successful in business.
Why is that?
It's because not everybody has the characteristic to be resilient. For example, actually, I have one thing that I want you to expand on it, was the very early stages of me knowing Lola's Kitchen, that is, you shared a story of you trying to make a delivery and your car broke down. And then I just saw that, and then like you still made the delivery, and like, see, things like that, right? I want to hear that story, but what really inspired me with that story is that the fact that you didn't give up, because it was easier to give up than to keep going, right? And a lot of people doesn't have that in them, and because sometimes quitting is easier, right? And then people are so comfortable with just, okay, it didn't work out, let me just quit right away. and so they'll just quit. And that's why I don't think everybody can be successful in business. It's like everybody can be successful in their own way, but not in business, because this is a brutal industry.
Because like you know what? Because like in that scenario, to just expand on it, because I wasn't doing it for the money. You know what I mean? I was literally doing it because, fuck, I want to do it. This is what I love doing. And at that time, and to this day, like I still don't do it for just the money. I put just the money now because I have rent to pay now. I have bills. I have a restaurant now. Of course, it has to make business sense of what I'm doing now.
You got people on payroll.
I have 17 employees.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I have 17 employees that on my payroll that's relying on me, especially my full-timers, right?
Yes.
And even the part-timers, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, though? So in terms of that, in terms of like growth, yes, I have to look at the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that time, I was trying to do deliveries, and I had this like 2005 Nissan Sentra, and pretty beat up. Went through like 2 or 3 accidents beforehand, and then I was just, it's pretty beat up. And this was around like 2020. Yeah, 2020.
I think during
and
COVID.
Also during COVID, during the pandemic, during like lockdown.
Yeah.
I was like cooking at home, and I would like deliver food, right? Using that Nissan Sentra. And one time I was trying to deliver, and it just kind of like, I stopped at one of my houses and to deliver the food, and then onto my next destination. My car doesn't even want to start. It's like, damn, this sucks. It doesn't want to start. But like it has happened before, but this one, I don't know, I need to boost it or something like that. But there was no one around there really even to help me out. So I was like, I need to make a decision right away because people are waiting for the food. The food's going to get cold. So I just like ended up like, oh, you know what? I know this area, and I'll just take the quick bus, because I know the bus was coming anyway. So I was like, oh, let me take the bus quick. And then like,
So you left your car there?
I left my car there, and then just like, it was safe. I left my car there in the parking lot, and then like, and I just like took the bus because I knew it was coming. I just knew, So I took the bus, got off, close to the next delivery house where I'm going to deliver this food.
Yeah.
And the next customer, and I walked, get to their place, from the bus stop, and they weren't happy because I was late and the food was kind of cold, and I told them like, you don't have to pay me. It's my bad for being late. You can have it.
Wow.
But there was just like, still like not happy. It is what it is. Can't please people. But in my head though,
you showed up. And that's the most important thing, is showing up, right? And that's wild.
Yeah, but also I was just like happy because I did that.
You did that.
I did. No one can take that away from me. Even though the customer was unhappy, I was happy because I was like, that moment is kind of like, okay.
Like you're committed to it.
I'm committed to it.
You're not just doing it for the money. You're actually doing it because you love what you're doing.
Even to this day, I'm not even doing it for the money. I mean,
you do it for the passion. So
I have to make money. But
I mean, like, I guess my next question here is that what kind of pushes you to just keep going, or like what kind of even push you to start? What kind of push you to start this legacy that you're creating right now? Like what
to start?
Yeah, like
or
what
to get going?
Like what initially got you started, and what's keeping you going right now? Is it still the same?
It's the same thing.
Still the same thing?
Yeah. What started again? It was just organic. It's during the pandemic, 2020. Everything was locked. It was like a lockdown. There's no restaurants that's open. You can't even go really outside or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like prime time pandemic lockdown stuff, and I've always enjoyed cooking. And from at that time, I was cooking alone and kind of just like, from love. I love cooking. I like to create. I'm an artist. I'm a dancer before that, so I'm an artist. So I like to create.
Okay.
And fast forward right now, 3 years later, I have a restaurant now, and someone is pretty much like cooking for me.
That's crazy.
But what I really realized, what I really enjoy, that's why I'm still going, is I enjoy creating. I enjoy seeing something grow. So not just my restaurant, but the staff members.
Stuff.
But also like I enjoy seeing myself grow.
Yeah.
Because I'm start from nothing to this, right? To this
Yeah,
point
absolutely.
now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I see myself even grow. I
Yeah.
see like through experiences.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't go to chef school, I didn't go to business school. I'd never managed a team like this. You know what I mean? Never even managed really before in a work setting, not even. You know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like that guy that's just working, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's such a good learning experience. And that's what keeps me going. It's exciting. And like,
It's
I
exciting.
met you guys through Lola's Kitchen and here
Exactly.
we are.
And you meet so many people, and like, honestly, and I think you're really putting the Filipino culture on the map. Here in Ottawa, the Filipino community is constantly getting bigger. You know, we're getting more people coming from the Philippines and whatnot, and it's been a while since there was really like a well-known Filipino restaurant here in Ottawa, and it's just really nice that not only you're creating like Filipino food and allowing people to experience Filipino food, but you're allowing to experience it in the most authentic way, which is kamayan.
Yes.
And how are people outside of like the Filipino culture taking that? Are they like actually eating with their hands the way that it was actually it's meant to be, or how are the what kind of feedbacks do you get?
Yeah,
on that?
no, they love it. They're excited, and I think that's one of my bangers. That like just like that whole like it's not just the food, but it's about the experience. It's a whole package, you know. Because really, I'm not even gonna lie, my food, the menu item is nothing complicated. You know what I mean? Beef tapa, chicken adobo. It's like basic stuff, you know. And it's not like I'm down. It's not like. I'm not like trying to downgrade myself or anything, but really it's facts. It's
You're not creating anything new.
There's more complex things like this. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
more complex dishes, Filipino dishes than what I'm serving.
Yeah.
But yet we're always fully booked is because I think the whole package,
Yes.
like the whole Kamayan experience. So like non-Filipino people, they love that because it's new,
Yeah.
and B, it's just like a really fun gathering
Experience.
communal way of eating when you spread the banana leaf on the table.
I know.
And then you spread the food, and then you have like, you know, R&B, saxophone,
I know.
or even hip hop in the background.
Yeah.
And my servers, they're really awesome. They give that whole experience. So yes, the food is great. Number one is the food.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing from
The
server,
whole environment,
the
exactly.
environment, the vibe. And so like non-Filipino people, they love it because it's such a unique experience that, you know, there's many great restaurants in Ottawa and many like really good food in Ottawa. But they come to me because they're like, okay, we're gonna celebrate here tonight.
Yeah,
You know? It's red panty night.
Yeah, not only are they buying food, but they're buying the experience, and like I do see that a lot actually. Like where the people are just vibing out. You have like a person playing saxophone live. There's you
Ben.
dancing,
Yeah,
and
Ben.
like and you're really just making people feel comfortable and just making it like a place for them to just want to be in, you know. And they know that when they're going there, they can expect something amazing and some really cool experiences.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like your business right now is booming, and like I'm really happy for you. I guess like from someone that is into business and having your business at the magnitude that it is right now, what would you say is the most complicated thing?
Staff.
Staff?
See how quickly I said that?
Oh yeah, why? Why?
It's because you're
I mean, you have 17 people. That's really tough to manage.
It's because you're dealing with people. You're dealing with emotions. You're dealing with, they have their own lives. They have their own stress. I'm dealing with like human beings. There's no one thing.
Yeah.
You know, they're not robots.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's why it's harder. They all have their like whys. They all have their like journey. And right now we're just kind of like paddling together because they're working for me. But at the end of the day, this is my journey.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at is just like, you know, like every other business right now, shortage of staff. You know,
That's true.
that's what I'm getting at. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'll have staff, and then they'll go. You know, even though I'll do my best, I'm not saying it's perfect or anything, but I'm doing my best to like get better as a leader, as a boss, as
Of
a
course.
manager, owner,
Yeah.
and so many hats, right?
Yeah.
But
you gotta
like,
wear all of the hats when you own the business.
exactly. So like, you know, I'm doing my best to make the environment really fun, safe for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not perfect. Of course, I've learned my lessons too, like hard lessons too. Like, oh, I shouldn't have like, you know, talk like this. I shouldn't like if I criticize, I shouldn't be criticizing like this.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I do my best, and yeah, for the most part, it's a fun environment.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they have their own journey.
Yeah.
Like some of them are students, so like
Yeah.
they're taking engineering, so
Yeah.
they don't want to do serving for the rest of their life. They
Of
want to
course.
do
Of course.
they want to do engineering or
Yeah.
whatever. Even the right now engineering I won't be surprised 10, 15 years later you change that to like
Exactly.
you 180 that to something else.
Exactly.
Like
And you see that
like a
lot.
chef. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
what? You know? But that's just life. You know? So
Everyone's on their own journey, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Even yourself, you were before. I mean, you were already doing Lola's Kitchen, but before you were doing Lola's Kitchen, you were working full time.
yeah.
And you took the leap of faith of just going full time with the business and just leaving it that other job. And
Yeah.
for me, like I'm actually interested on asking you this question is because I'm on the same boat right now where I'm not working for anyone. I'm just working for myself. And how are you able to make that transition without being so scary? Because like right now, bro, like there's a lot of uncertainty for me right now. You know, whether like, oh, is the business gonna go well? I mean, I'm pretty confident with my skills and the business, but at the end of the day, I'm human. I'm a human. I have my own emotions, and sometimes it's difficult to not think.
You get
positive.
scared. It's like you
Very
get scared.
scary. Yeah.
That's very normal also. You need a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
Because then it's okay. Healthy fear is okay. You know, healthy fear is okay. So back to your question though, like how did I like
Make that transition. Yeah.
transition? Work a lot.
Work
a lot.
Yeah.
But also plan your, and that's what I mean earlier, right? Like planning, but it's also like you have to execute. So yeah, like I planned it. So I'll give you I'll tell you my journey. I was in the school.
Yeah.
I had my 8 to 4. Keep it quick. You know, I have my 8 to 4. I was in school. That was my day job. After 4 o'clock, I go rush home for 4:30. Actually, you know what? Scratch that right now. Let's start from I thought that was the beginning. The beginning really is I used to wake up. So when I had my 8 to 4, I used to wake up at 3 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. So that early, right? So what I do when I wake up, I had this like routine. This was my plan. I meditate, I stretch, drink lots of water, and then that would take me to about 4:15 or even 4:30 if I'm really like, you know, slow. 4:30, and then from 4:30 a.m. I cook. At that time, I was cooking at home, right? At that time, I will make the stew, I will chop the veggies and get them all ready.
Like you're prepping.
Make it all ready. I cook simple things. I cook and then I store it later, you know. And then I go to my day job at 8 o'clock at the school board, and then at the school, and then I finish at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. clicks, I rush home to Gatineau, my home, to Gatineau, and then like reheat everything I cook from 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And like pack it. And then put them in this like freaking coolers so it stays warm. You know, those like, you know, like put ice in it. But it actually goes both ways, eh? If you have hot, it stays hot. It stays warm, you know? So anyway, so I will put everything there. So from like, let's say like from 5, I'll leave my apartment like from 5. I packed everything, 5:30. I start delivering food for dinner time. 6 o'clock drop-offs. So 6 o'clock to like, let's say, depending how many orders, 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening. Because brother, I had everything is my area. I delivered once to Cornwall.
Cornwall?
Yeah, I was like fucked up like that.
Oh my
man.
God. Did you know where Cornwall was?
Yeah, it was far.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, because usually businesses have like a zone. You know, like once you're outside of that zone,
there's
like
no zone, man.
Wow.
Only friend zone.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of those.
Exactly. But I mean, bro, like it's just crazy because
But-
like doing all of that, like
listen 1 second. So I do the deliveries, right? So where are we now? Doing the deliveries from 5:30 to, let's say, 9 to 10 o'clock. So after delivery, I go back home. But my rule, I cannot go to bed without cleaning the kitchen, because I've always thought in my head that one day I'm gonna have a kitchen and a restaurant, and it will always be like this.
wow.
So from that time, I already said it, like, this is work. This is restaurant right now. I'm in a restaurant. At that time, it's funny because
Wow.
it was just an apartment kitchen. But I've really just like already had that mentality that I was, when you're trying to manifest something?
Yeah, you're gonna manifest.
Already it.
Wow.
I was literally feeling it. It was weird, but I was like, it was already it. So I would go to bed around, so that takes me to like cleaning, takes me to 11 p.m. and pretty much bed for like 3-4 hours only. And then what I do for a rest, because that's impossible too,
yeah,
right?
because I was gonna say, how do you not burn out?
So what I do, well, it's really tiring, but what I do, the best thing I can, my only strategy was at that time in terms of sleep was like, when I'm at work, I have like 30 minute break, and then 15 minutes. I would sleep in those.
Oh wow.
And then
like a power nap.
Like a freaking power nap, like timing everything. I set my alarm.
Wow.
And then like, sometimes when it's like there's not a lot of work at my day job, I would like answer to emails, promote on social media, edit some photos, bring the menu. I was doing everything at that time. That's all I was doing. And then sometimes on my break, I would even chop like plantains and veggies at the staff room.
No
I'm
way.
not even lying.
Wow.
They even like investigated me, that school board, and everything, man. Like, what I was fucking fucked up, man.
They thought you were
Imagine
cooking there, yeah.
this like fucking like Filipino.
Yeah,
the
with a knife
Filipino
just chopping off plantain, bro. That's crazy.
I like a staff room.
Yeah.
People be like, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
But bro, that's what it takes to be successful.
But the thing is, at that time, I wasn't doing it because I have to do it. I was doing because I was just like, I don't know. It was fun.
it was just passion.
It was freaking fun, man.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, if you're having fun, like as a kid, remember like you're playing game and you don't want to stop?
Yeah.
And then your mom tells you like, we got to go home.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, I got to, why?
Alright, keep going.
This is like that for me. I was
Yeah.
like, I want to keep doing this.
And I think, yeah, I mean, like, I guess I can relate to that is because, like, when I, for example, like running my business, I do it because I feel a sense of fulfillment, right? Yeah, it makes me happy, but like, essentially, I do a lot of things because it gives me fulfillment. Because for me, happiness is a temporary state. I could be happy right now, and then I could be sad in the next 2 minutes. Whereas if I'm feeling fulfilled, I can always just have that feeling internally within me. Like no one can really take that away from me when being fulfilled. And so I will always go out of my way to be just doing the things that I love. Like last night, bro, I was here till like 12 a.m. And then I go home and then do my thing and then come back here early in the morning. And like a lot of people might think like, yo, that's a lot. That's why would you do that? You're missing out on sleep. But at the end of the day, like I'm doing it because it makes me feel fulfilled. I feel fulfillment from that. And that's amazing how like you and I share that similar like journey of just grinding it out. And because you wouldn't be where you are right now if you hadn't done those things.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
it's
that's
like hard work.
Yeah, no.
It's still hard work right now, but it's kind of different work right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to manage ownership, trying to like learn the business more now. So it's kind of different.
Yeah.
And that's one thing too. Sometimes I feel like staff or people, employees, don't really understand that part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes when the owner, they just look at the owner like, okay, he's the owner. You know what I mean? Like he's probably like chilling or like has money and like
he's got it good.
He's got it good, right?
Yeah.
But they don't understand like, dude, there's so much things behind the scenes.
That's
they don't see.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
this the biggest misconception a lot of people have with business owners. They think that they're just chilling and whatnot, but what they don't understand is the mental and physical stress that goes into running a business, whether that's running a staff, doing the financial aspect of the business, making sure things are running well and smoothly, and like planning ahead, right? And you gotta plan, you gotta be calculative with your planning too.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just have an idea, and because sometimes an idea is just an idea, but it might not be the best. You know, you have to be everything has to be calculated, and yeah, that's one thing that I also just learned in business. But I guess my other question for you is like, what's the biggest thing you've learned in business? Like being in business, because I know you said you weren't in business before you did Lola's Kitchen. What's the biggest thing that you think you've learned?
That you have to know people. You have to understand people.
Mm.
You know, I think that's like one of the biggest thing as of now, anyway,
Mm-hmm.
in business, that I learned that if you don't know people, then you don't know business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to understand like pretty much how to, if you're gonna operate your business really good, you have to understand how to like move your people,
Yeah.
get them emotionally invested.
That's a big one.
So when they're emotionally invested, now they're part of your business will really grow that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they're emotionally invested, they have their ideas to how to make the business grow.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned also in business that, you know what, this is a team effort thing.
Yeah.
That as a leader, it's okay to delegate.
Yeah. You can't
Like,
do it all.
You
in
can't
yourself.
do it. You cannot do it all.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot do it all.
It's
You
impossible.
Yes, there's just no way. Just look at anyone. No one
Anyone.
can build something. Even you know what I mean. Like you can't
Yeah.
do it all. You
Exactly.
get to a point, but at one point you cannot. If you want to at least expand and like
Yeah.
make it like
Of course.
scale it,
Yeah.
you have to learn how to delegate, and that's one thing I learned.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, you got to get them emotionally invested.
Yeah, because there's only so much you can do as a person, right? Because when you delegate tasks to other people, you're freeing up more of your time, right? And so that way you can do more of the important stuff. And I think that's one thing that a lot of business owners struggle with is because when you have a business, the business is your baby. You know, the business is your baby, and it's so the idea of like passing on a task to someone is just so like uncomfortable that they don't do it. And then I think that's a mistake that some people make is because they don't want to pass on certain tasks, they don't want to delegate those tasks to other people, then they just get caught up with the same thing and they become stagnant, right? There's no growth.
Yeah. What do you think they don't delegate?
I think it's because they don't trust the people.
That's one.
Right. I think is that they don't trust the people, and then two, I don't think that they don't think that people can do it as well as they can, right? But then there was a quote that I heard where they said, if you want to build a successful business, you got to hire people that are smarter than you. You know, and I think that's the biggest part with people is that their ego, right? They're like, oh, you can't do it as well as I can, so I don't want you doing it. But it comes to a point where you can't do everything. You know, you can't do all the accounting. You can't do all the construction. You can't do all of these other things. And you got to be able to, let go. You got to be able to somewhat detach yourself in some way, right? And I think that's definitely a big formula into building a successful business is being able to detach and trusting people, you know, and I guess too is just finding people that you trust. I think that's one big thing, you know, and like that's something that I've learned, at least. Like me and Mason, we have like a great work. We have great work. We both have great work ethic, but like we work dynamically with each other. We're like a partnership, you know, and like it's never like one good idea. Oh, that's my idea. It's our idea type shit, you know. It's never like I'll never make him feel left behind, or he'll never make me feel left behind because he's better at something. You know what I mean? It's more about like, okay, this is what we're gonna do now. This is our idea. We're gonna execute it together. You know, and I'm proudly to say that I'm blessed to have a great business partner. You know, and I think that's because I definitely wouldn't be where I am right now without him.
Shout out to Mason.
Shout out to Mason.
Hey, there we go.
You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, like he delegates tasks to things that I'm really strong in, and I delegate tasks to things that he's really strong in. You know, it's a team effort. It's a team effort.
You have to have a great team, and yeah, you know, you have to have a mentality that you always you need to have like whatever is your weakness, you have to hire those people. So
yes,
you know, I'm getting there. You know,
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Like me, I'm aware that you know, I'm not a I didn't go to chef school, like I said. I wouldn't pretend that, like, you know, best cook or anything like that. I'm just like, you know, I like home cook stuff, you know. But
But that's the most authentic way too.
yes, for sure. And I love it, you know. But I'm still gonna go hire a chef,
Of course.
a high caliber chef. You know what I mean? Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Why not? It's
Yeah.
not about me. This is about like the business, you know, Lola's Kitchen.
It's much bigger than you at this point, right?
Yes.
You know, it's like,
Yes.
yeah.
And not just that, it's like, why not? Because I want to see my product excel
Exactly.
more than I'm capable of doing. You know what I mean? Maybe someone can cook like this better, and we can do it together. We can
Yeah.
create it together. I'm still there. Of course, it's my business. I'll, you know, but someone can cook better than me. We can elevate dishes. And I want to see Lola's Kitchen grow. So it's not like selfish for me. I want it the best for my baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Is that
of
making
course.
any sense?
No, of course. Like you want to make sure that,
Like, oh, it's mine. It's my shit. You know what I mean? No.
yeah,
It is your stuff, but
yeah. And that's the thing. Like, there's always something that we can learn from each other, right? And like that's why there are people that are specialists. I mean, like for you, you've built the great foundation of Lola's Kitchen, and then like
still building the foundation.
exactly, and
I'm not done. I'm not
exactly,
done.
and you're still building that foundation. And it's nice that you're willing to hire out people and like and have them kind of like expand out too, you know, and just like come together and get good ideas. Whether that's like even from like hiring Lanllo Media, bro, for making content with you, you know, that's another part of the business.
It's actually really fun, man.
That's
Like
a-
I
that's
told
a-
you, it's a lot of people. Sorry to cut you off, but there's a lot of people like, you know, want to do like podcasts and stuff like that. I was good with it before, but lately I kind of stopped. But with you, I always have fun. Like just like, yeah, you know, we're just creating.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and seeing you guys grow with this new studio, and it's an honor that I'm one of your first
Guest.
few guests in the
bro.
beginning.
We're not even open
We're
yet.
not even open
Yeah,
yet. So,
exactly.
so that just shows me that you guys are also having fun with me.
Yeah, of course.
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So I like people like that. Like I told you from the beginning, I like seeing you grow. You know, you guys grow. You and Mason and Lanllo Media grow.
And you've really helped us grow too. Like you've connected us with some people, you know, like, and it always brings a big smile to Mason and I's faces when we get a message from you and telling you, hey, there's someone that needs
We'll
a
work
video,
fucking, man. We'll work more, man.
you know, and like
We'll
you
work
when you
more.
exactly when you refer us to other
Dude,
people.
Let's do that. Like let's do that Lola's Fest.
Yeah. So what is this Lola's Fest?
No, let's do let's do like a video. You can like you can do like a promo. You can do like because that's what you guys do, right? That's one of your business. You guys do like you guys done a video promo for me.
Yeah.
You guys done menu for me.
Yeah.
You guys done like a lot of like visuals for me. you
Yeah.
know, so I can use for marketing, and
Yeah.
it has worked.
Yeah.
So it was like I want to keep this partnership. I want to keep. Because I want to grow with you guys also. Be
I
part of
appreciate
part of the journey.
Absolutely. Likewise.
So I always recommend Lanllo Media to like everyone that I know because it's like great service. You guys are professional. You guys are growing.
yeah.
When I came in the office here,
Yeah.
I saw like cleanliness, professionalism. It's fun. You guys had even like this like game that's like you have to shoot the ball. And you
Yeah.
get
We had a little
10%.
basketball. Yeah.
Tell me about that, man.
Yeah, so no, yeah, we just have this little so this is a rental space.
Yeah.
So before Mason and I had just a studio space where we would work with our clients and like work within ourselves, but we decided, you know what, the business is growing, let's scale it to something bigger, you know? So right now we have a studio space, and this is a place where people can come in and just be themselves, you know, and like just be creative and like have people just come and create. And we didn't want, we're one of the cheaper ones here in Ottawa for our rate, and then we also wanted it to be fun. So what the idea that we had was like, let's put a little basketball thing at the top, and so every person that rents out this space
at the top of your entrance, you mean?
exactly,
right?
in the entrance, yeah,
When you go in,
on the wall, up on the wall.
Yeah,
So the main objective is every client gets 3 shots after their rental.
Okay.
If they get 1 out of 3 shots, they get an extra 10% discount on their booking
That's
that
a
day.
dope deal.
2 out of 3 gets them 30%.
Oh.
And if you get 3 out of 3, you get 50% discount on your booking rental, you know? And I think it's just more of like, and I think it's inspired from you, and like, we really care about the user experience here. You know, when people are in your restaurant, you want them to feel good and you want them to come back, you know, and just like, let them know that you're really not just doing it for the money. You're just doing it for the love of it, you know? And so we just thought like that would be a pretty cool thing to give them an opportunity to save more money on the booking rental, you know? And like, yeah, you could look at it and like, yo, that's a dumb business move because you could potentially be losing out 50% of your revenue, but we're not doing it for the money.
For the growth.
We're doing it for the business. We're doing it for the love of it.
Yes.
And we're doing it because
Yes.
we love the business.
Yes.
Right? It's not the money. Bro, fuck the extra 50%. Keep that. What I want is I want the relationship. I want the network. I just want to build this to something bigger than Mason and I. You know? And so if that little promotion can help us get there, so be it. You know, it's one of those things. And like I said, it's not for the money. It's for the experience and it's for the love of it. You know,
this is why I fuck with Lanllo Media. There you go.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, fuck, man. That's the beauty of business. You just learn to develop as a person. You just learn to develop as in everything that you do, you know. And me and Mason started just like creating videos, photos, and now we're legit business owners, you know. And I'm sure you can relate to that, you know. And now it's like, shit, we have a lot more going on than what it used to be.
I just feel like, honestly, working with you guys, seeing you guys grow and following your journey as well.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes like they're like a younger version of me. But just like,
why is that?
Because like, well, I mean, the thing is like we're kind of the same. I'm just still growing too, right? I'm
yeah.
not like a big, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Can
I'm
you
just
move them
growing.
like a bit closer? Yeah.
Like I'm just growing too, right?
Yeah.
So like seeing you guys grow also, I'll move closer. Seeing you guys grow also just reminds me of like, damn, I like the energy that they bring. It's like passion, and that's why they're growing. That's why they're growing. Yeah, because it's not like money is not the number one thing that they're looking at.
Yeah, it's not the biggest driving factor, but yes, it helps. Absolutely. That's a given fact.
It's business.
Yeah.
You know, it has to make sense money-wise.
Exactly. If it doesn't, money doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense too, right? I get that, but it's not your number one driving factor. And that's why I see you guys growing, and that's why I've always believed in you guys, because it's so pure. You're a Mason. So pure. You guys love it. And we are on this like me and like Lanllo Media, and like the relationship with Lola's Kitchen is so pure, because then the number one thing that we are aligned in is growth and just like passion of creation and like creating content.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. And like, this isn't like a short-term thing where we want to make money now. This is something that we want to just keep doing, pushing forward in the future, you know? And like, we got big plans. I mean, for you, your growth for Lola's Kitchen is exponential, bro. Like the beginning of 2020, from cooking in your own kitchen to now having 17 staff with your own restaurant in the heart of Somerset. What's next for you? I mean, like, where do you want to take Lola's Kitchen from here? Or have you thought of that? Or are you?
Of course. Yeah. I know.
Is that something that you want?
I know where I'm going, but right now, what's next for me is just, I think, at this time, just like get better.
Get better.
That's it. That's my next.
Get better at what?
Get better being a leader. Get better being, you know, just the boss, a manager, an owner. Be a better listener.
That's a big one.
You know, better listener. And so from that, like, yes, I have like, sure, the growth plan in terms of like, that is the growth plan.
Absolutely.
But in terms of like, you know, second location or like this or that, that is my number one thing. Right? That is my next right now.
Another location.
No. Like just like focusing on the growth.
Okay.
Internally there for where I am. But in terms of like for this year, the next one, the next thing I'm going to be doing is like Lola's Fest.
Yeah. So tell me about that. You've mentioned that a few times now. What is Lola's Fest?
Lola's Fest is pretty much like, because I was a dancer before this, you know. I
B-boy
was
Kim.
B-boy, you know.
Yes.
Still am, but like, not gonna lie, it's just been busy with business now. That's really my focus now. So, but I still have, what I'm trying to say is like this, I still have so much love in that community. I still enjoy even watching. Sometimes I watch at home like breakdance battles, b-boy, b-girl battles. Um, so I want to bring that culture here in Ottawa. So, but a combination of Lola's Kitchen. So pretty much Lola's Fest is like a hip hop party with like a combination of like Filipino street culture as well.
Ooh.
So Lola's Fest, Lola's Fest is gonna happen in like what is it, August 13th?
August 13th.
Yeah, here in Ottawa. And there's gonna be like street dance battles, graffiti.
Where's that gonna be?
It's in like Vanier Hub.
Okay.
Yeah, 271 Marier. I think that's the address, I believe. Hopefully I'm not wrong. So, but there's gonna be like Lola's Fest. There's gonna be street dance battles. There's gonna be Filipino street food, MC battles, you know, and there's gonna be like workshop for the youth, free. So,
free.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So like dance workshop for free. There's gonna be like cooking workshop for free, just for fun, you know.
Yeah. Is this gonna be a 1-day thing, or is this gonna be
Yeah, just a 1-day thing. 1-day thing. Everything's gonna be there. Just a quick thing, you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just pretty much just like a block party. That's all. Just really what it is.
I mean,
It's
you
a
did something
community
like
party.
that last year, right? Or 2 years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
I've
some dance
organized.
battles,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've organized a lot of dance battles in
Yeah.
Ottawa. I was one of those guys in the dance scenes that was just like throwing events and like battles. So I want to bring that thing that I enjoyed before Lola's Kitchen
Yeah.
and combine it to what I'm doing now, which is Lola's Kitchen. So I can't wait.
That's gonna be amazing. And anybody can go. Like, you don't have to have any dance experience, and it's just gonna be there just to vibe out, eh?
Yeah, you don't have to have dance experience. Just come out, check it out, you know, vibe out. There's gonna be like dance battles. There's gonna be Filipino street food on the side. There's gonna be
Bro,
like,
I'm salivating thinking about
there's
that
gonna be
Filipino
like
street food, bro.
barbecue skewers.
Ooh.
There's gonna be like, you know, vendors also on the side, like, you know, and there's gonna be like Filipino street games. Like patintero, luksong
sipa.
baka, sipa.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna be able to like incorporate like the Filipino street culture that I remember when I was a kid living in the Philippines.
Yes,
what I
yes.
experienced, and I want to share my experience with the people here in Ottawa.
Yeah.
But the twist also of my hip hop, my love for the hip hop culture, street dance culture in specific, more specific, and incorporate dance battles, MC battles, graffiti, and you know, and there's gonna be DJ
and food. So
And
basically,
food.
this is like
It's just a party.
everything you love.
Fiesta, baby. It's a fiesta.
Yes, that's amazing.
It's a fiesta.
Wow, bro, I'm
But
excited.
I'm creating my own, you know, my own twist to it.
Yeah.
It's called Lola's Fest.
That's crazy.
And it's open. It's for the family. It's a Sunday.
Okay,
and
that's
it's gonna be brunch.
Mm.
And then we're gonna have like Lola's After Dark.
What is that?
So it's gonna be like after party
Okay.
at the Lola's Kitchen. It's
Okay.
gonna be cocktails.
Ooh.
Yeah, like Filipino inspired cocktails. Like calamansi vodka, you know, ube margarita, you know.
I'm salivating, bro. Just hearing those words, bro, just brings me back home, man.
And then like a DJ also. And hopefully like a saxophone, you know. It's just good vibes. Just a party.
That's amazing, bro. I'm looking forward to that because, hey, Mason and I will definitely be there, whether we're filming content for you or just jamming
definitely.
out.
I want you guys to film. Like I
Yeah.
need help for that too, for sure.
No,
And
definitely.
even not just filming, I need help in terms of like even like
coordinating everything.
yeah, like promoting it in terms of like, you know, to like we need some visuals.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I like how, like, even though that's so far ahead right now, like you've really thought it out really well, and I guess that's a big part of you. You're a true believer of manifestation, huh?
We're creators, man.
What is that?
You have to understand what your role is in life. We create. I create. I like to
Okay.
create. You know? So that's why I get to manifest these things, because like for me it's like it's pure. I just want to throw a party like this. So I call it a festival, and it's good for the business anyway. It's really going to be
Of course.
if you want to look at the business side of it, yeah, it's a good promotion
It's
for
a
me.
great
For me,
marketing.
it's a great
Yeah.
marketing for me.
Of course.
It's a very great marketing for me, and it becomes a community thing too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
And I guess too, on behalf of all the Filipinos, bro, we appreciate you for bringing light into the Filipino culture, and I'm sure a lot of people that are just coming from Philippines to Canada, in Ottawa especially, they might feel a little bit of an outcast just because it's such a foreign place, right? They might not feel like they have a sense of belongingness, but having Lola's Kitchen and like having Lola's Fest is really gonna make them feel comfortable and feel at home, you know? And I mean, for me, just you explaining all that thing that's gonna go down on Lola's Fest, I'm starting to miss out Philippines, bro. I already miss Philippines just talking about you about that. And yeah, that's gonna be exciting.
yo, dude, you don't even have to like, if you want, you can even like maybe help me coordinate the Filipino games, the SIPA. Maybe help
Yes.
like the kids to like.
Yes.
There's a similar game to SIPA. Huh? What the hack sack or whatever? Hack sack. What do you call that in English?
Spike ball? No.
There's like a sack. It's like you guys kick it.
Well, I know like there's one in soccer. It's called Around the World.
It's like a sack. That's the
It's-
one. Yeah.
Is that what it is? I don't know.
That's
I've never heard
But that's
of
kind
it.
of like SIPA too when you think about it. You've
I've
never heard of that?
No, I've never heard of it, but I don't
Mason,
know
you know what
SIPA,
I'm
bro.
talking about, though.
But I grew up in the Philippines.
Yeah, it's pretty similar, but it's different. Like we use different, but it's pretty similar because I know I've played both. I played SIPA, the Filipino game,
Yeah.
and I played that one too.
Yeah. I think
They're
that's
both fun.
I think that's a cool thing for them to participate in.
So yeah,
some
would you be
Filipino
down
games.
to? Would you be down to like
Bro, I'll be down. I'll do as much as I can.
showcase the that? Are you good with that?
I mean, I wasn't the best at CPOP, but I know how to play, bro. I mean, that's I definitely would love to take part in that.
It'd be
Just-
fun, right? Man, showing like the non-Filipino kids here doing that, playing that,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
And imagine it becomes a thing here in the Philippines in all the schools.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy, man.
That'd be crazy.
And it came from, it came from the Philippines, but it came from, at least from this
Yeah.
festival. I'm proud of, at least I get to feature that.
Exactly.
That'd be dope, man.
That'd be crazy. And man, I like how you think, bro. I like how you think so creatively. I love how you think so creatively and just like your ideas are derived from passion. That's
You
one
can
thing.
tell, huh?
I can tell, bro. I can tell because it's just how the tone of your voice, your tonality. You get excited when you talk about these things, you know? You're not just like, yeah, I want to do this event because good marketing. No, you want to do this because it's coming from the heart.
Yeah, I mean, it is good marketing.
No,
like I
of
said,
course,
I get
of
it.
course. It's business, but at the same time,
It's just
your business
pure.
is deriving from your passion and love for the culture.
Yo, dog, think about it. This guy started from home.
I know.
Okay. Went to the commercial kitchen. It's like, oh shit, dope. He's doing
Yeah.
takeout now. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Gets a restaurant. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then like, in August, so that's like a year later, after his restaurant, this guy starts the Lola Festival.
That's crazy. That's crazy. No, did
You
you
know what I mean, though? It's like,
when
what
you
the fuck?
when you started, did you think that your business Lola's Kitchen would be where it is right now?
For sure.
You've always believed in that? You've
100.
always believed in that?
Always one.
Like you've always you've always had the big vision when you first started Lola's
When I
Kitchen?
first, like
Yeah.
the first time I sold
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Not right away.
Not right
my
away.
first day.
It took some time.
No,
Yeah.
because it was never my. It's not like I planned it, right? It's not like,
Mm.
okay, I'm gonna open a restaurant one day.
Mm-hmm.
No, dog. Everything like kind of like happened like on a flow,
Mm.
and I was just like, I was going with the flow.
And it kind of just
It
took you
just
where it
happened,
is.
man, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Dude, the
where-
first thing I bought, was like at this like a pack of chicken in Walmart, man.
Mhm.
It was like $11.30.
Mhm.
It's like a bunch of drumsticks, those like,
Mhm.
and I think it was even on the pink, the pink sticker.
The pink sticker when it's like about to expire, and so it's like it's on sale. They need
Yeah,
it to go,
bro.
like gone tonight.
Yeah, bro. So I took that, man.
Wow.
And then I started making chicken adobo with it.
Wow.
And then when I made the chicken adobo, the chicken stew,
Mm-hmm.
I made garlic fried rice,
Mm-hmm.
and I just started selling those two, man.
That's crazy.
And then I realized like, oh shit, I made money. I made like, at that time everyone's just paying cash, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I sold it for $10 a plate. So
Yeah.
anyway, I made money, and I was just like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Bro,
Let me do this again tomorrow.
Yeah,
let me do this again tomorrow. So tomorrow happens, yo, bro. I was at Walmart. I was like buying another chicken, but same, just bought one
Same
again.
thing. Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, people bought again.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. So then the next day, I was like, third day, I was like,
I'm gonna do it.
I'll buy 2 packs now.
Oh wow.
I'll buy 2 packs now, and I sold everything still. I was like, then I started realizing some things quick. I was like, I didn't click it. It still didn't like a vision like, oh my God, it's going to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think this started like about like a bit more, really like a year ago.
Oh wow.
After the commercial kitchen, when this like the restaurant thing,
Yeah.
that's when it becomes like, okay, this is it.
Now, I have a question for you. Do you think you're successful now? Do you think you're successful now? Why is that?
Fucking happy, man.
Wow. That's a great answer. Are you happy because you're doing something that you're passionate about, or are you happy because the business is where it's at right now?
Well, both.
Both.
Yeah, both. I'm happy because my baby is growing and the baby is happy. And I'm also happy because I'm also growing as a person, like I said, and helping me with a lot of things and meeting a lot of different people. And yeah, so I feel successful in that sense. You know, I already, again, when you want to manifest your goals and everything, you know, how, whatever, it doesn't matter how big it is, you have to already feel that you already have it.
You gotta put out that energy, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I already have it. I feel happy. I feel good. I feel successful. Of course, I want to go more and more and more.
Yeah.
And I want to test what I can. You know, we only have one life, right? I wanna be able to test. What can I really do here in this, whatever my life is? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not that. I'm saying just like, dude, I'm just that guy from that apartment cooking, and he learned through some hard ways too how to become better. And I want to inspire people.
Yeah.
So-
No, you definitely have inspired a lot of people. You definitely have inspired me to just keep going and just like knowing that you should just start regardless if things are not perfect, you know. And I know a lot of people do feel the same way with that. But it's nice that you can say that you are successful, because a lot of people will most often say no just because they don't even know what it is that they want yet, right? And a lot of people will just think that whether that's money or materialistic things that they need to achieve before they become happy. But I think it's really nice it's a fresh answer to hear someone that they find themselves successful.
Why do you really, I'm sure like you talk to other people too, like, ask that same question.
Yeah.
But normally, what do they say?
I mean, like when I have
Like
those,
for real, like
when
for
I
real.
when I have conversation with people, especially with like some of my friends or like just people around me, when I'm having like an intimate conversation, like, are you happy? A lot of them are
Are
just
you
saying,
successful? But no, you
no.
didn't ask me.
I
Are
mean,
you happy?
Are you successful? Are you successful?
Yeah.
A lot of them say no.
Really?
Because
Really?
Yeah,
For real?
yeah. Yes.
Why?
because a lot of them are not in jobs where they want to be. A lot of them sometimes feel like their physical health is not where it should be. A lot of them are in a situation where they don't want to be in. So they don't think that they're successful, you know? And a lot of them just has the answer that they don't know. They don't know what it is that they want, right? And a lot of the times people think, oh, I'll be successful when I have a good job. I'll be successful when I make X amount of money, right? But I think a lot of people that have that kind of answer, when they do get those things, I don't think they will feel successful. I think they'll just I don't know. I just don't. I mean, I can't speak on behalf of how they feel, but I mean, if I'm sure that they would feel much happier and more successful if they actually go after something that they truly want, you know, or something like when they achieve something that comes from within, when they achieve something that comes from passion,
Yes.
right? And I think for you can say that because this is your passion. This is something you feel fulfilled, you know, this is
Yeah.
fulfilling for you.
And that's the thing with me too. Trying to understand, just try to understand really what it is, what is a success for me, you know. And what helped me understand that is you have to also know, I have to know my role.
Mm-hmm.
in the business. I also have to know really my role as a person and take like ego aside. So
That's amazing. No, it's amazing the fact that you can even take a step back and acknowledge that, because a lot of people don't acknowledge that or don't know what they need to do. You know, a lot of people have the inability to take a step back and understand what it is that they need to do to grow and develop as a person. So it's really nice and it's really refreshing to have a conversation with you. And that's why I love having conversation with you, because you always bring to light a different perspective, you know, and a different perspective in a way that is not an answer that, or a conversation that you'll just have with an average person, you know. So it's always nice chatting with you.
thanks, man. Appreciate.
I think this is a good chat. I mean, for anyone that hasn't heard of Lola's Kitchen or haven't tried Lola's Kitchen, where can they find the restaurant?
It's Somerset, 765 Somerset Street West. Yeah, so pretty much Chinatown. Yeah, we're there. And you can look us up on social media, you know, Lola's Kitchen 613. And website is lolaskitchen613.com.
That's amazing. And what are your hours like? Because I know you're not open during the day in the morning, are you?
No, not yet, except for Sundays.
Sundays.
We have Sunday brunch, but for Wednesday to Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30 p.m. And then Sunday brunch until like 8 p.m. Yeah.
And if you really want to go, make sure you book a reservation, because
Yes,
it's packed all the time.
All the time,
I've had some people that actually
I'll be honest, like the weekends for sure.
Yeah.
But like Wednesday, Thursday, you can possibly walk in, but just it's a small place, you know. Just make a reservation.
So just calling.
Just because it's a small place.
Yeah.
You know.
It's funny because I've had some people that I've worked with in the past that have asked me, "Oh, do you know Lola's Kitchen? I'm going to Lola's Kitchen," and I was like, "Yeah, I actually really know the owner." So I only hear good things, you know. So if you haven't had the chance to go check out Lola's Kitchen, go check them out. I highly recommend. Not only is the food immaculate, but the experience is even better.
That's it.
Yep.
There you go.
Thank you, Kim.
My man. Thank you, sir.
You're a real one. It's amazing. Thank you for watching. And listening. If you guys want more guests, just let us know and tune in for the next one. Peace.
Yes, sir.